Superstar Nia Jax has stated that she would be interested in possibly joining All Elite Wrestling. Would you want to see Nia Jax in AEW? Here we go.
Why are you making my job so hard today? Why are you making my job? No, stop. Just start with the twiddling fingers. He put me through hell yesterday talking about the Bellas. Then he gonna throw Goldberg at me. And then he's not gonna give me a breather. He's gonna give me Nia motherfucking Jax. I hate you so much. I hate this nigga right now.
I'm a mad scientist. That's what
I
I am.
No, fuck you, and fuck her. Because Nia, baby, no, it's not it. It's not it. When she first came out, I wanted to like her so badly because I'm like, okay, she's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She has this gorgeous look to her. I like the eyes, the theme song talking about how she's literally, the fucking black sheep. She's not like most girls. And no, you're not. You're not even like most female wrestlers because you suck at your job. Like, she sucks in general. She can't. She's good on the mic. I'll give her that. She's funny sometimes. Even when she botches, she's funny sometimes. But like, I've never seen someone have so much privilege, because she comes from a Samoan dynasty and you just don't want to do nothing with it. Like, she's reckless. We didn't forget about what she put Kyrie through. Kyrie quit. I don't care what anyone says. Kyrie quit because she was tired of them goddamn buckle bombs. Okay. You can't tell me there was any other reason why Kyrie quit besides her being tired of dealing with Nia Jax. She's terrible. She's terrible. She's reckless. She doesn't get any better in the ring. She doesn't know how to generate any hype. She doesn't offer any evolution to her character or any evolution to the women's division. She's painfully ignorant and stupid. I hate reading about her political views. They stress me out every single time. She peaked with that whole feud with Alexa Bliss, and that was because of the obvious, because she served the purpose of being the token big woman in the division. Mm-hmm. But again, I can't respect somebody that don't respect being a wrestler or being their position. If you're gonna come in here and be privileged, you're here because of your privilege. Take that and like work with it and run with it. You know what I mean? Like, show us why you deserve to be here. Don't just say I should be here just because, again, I'm Samoan and I'm different and I create representation for other females out there. No, like, inspire them by being so good that like you can't be unheard. You can't turn your face away from the camera. She's just a snore fest with everything that she does. The only time though that I would like to credit Nia Jax. Y'all know how I feel about Charlotte. And the one time I became the biggest Nia Jax fan for 24 hours was when she 3-piece Charlotte. That was her peak. Actually, I lied. That was her peak. That was her peak for me.
That woman gave her a 3-piece. Right.
She for real. She got one smack and she went bye bye bye. Like, bruh, I was the biggest Nia Jax fan for 24 hours after that. But then she lost me because she keeps talking about vaccinations and shit like that. I can't do that. Like I said, does anyone need Nia Jax? No, she's not hireable. She's not. She would create no buzz at all whatsoever, whether she went to AEW, whether she went to the indie circus, whether she went to Impact. She is not. She doesn't do anything for anybody, and it's a shame too. It really is a shame because I would want her to be good because off of her look alone, there's a lot you could do with that. There's so much that you can do with that, but she just comes off to me as just lazy.
Right.
Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Like, you barely want this for yourself. You're just bored because didn't she complain and say that she wouldn't go back to WWE? Didn't she like go in about how the reason why she left was because it was something in regards to her mental health and that they essentially played her. Yeah. Because she asked for an extended break and they just added her name to the releases and that was it. And she said she wouldn't forgive them and she shaded them. She did all that and it's just like, you said she wanted to return to wrestling or to WWE? Let me just, before I keep going.
She wanted to just now, well, she said she would be interested in joining AEW.
This AEW. I could have swore she literally said she just wouldn't come back to wrestling like just a year ago. But then again, people could change their minds. They could change their minds, but it's just, what would you offer to AEW? Because that's a division where over there, while it still needs a facelift, one thing about over there is that they rely more off of what do you bring to the ring. Like that's why we love Jamie Hayter.
Right.
It's not really so much off of her promos. We're fascinated by the way she moves in that ring. You know, um, again, like what would she offer if she's willing to step up her game? Did you have an idea?
I have an idea, but I'm gonna let you finish first.
My thing is like, what would you offer over there? Because we haven't seen. I can't name one good Nia Jax match in my entire life. I can't. And I wish I could. I really wish I could. Cause I did try to like her for a while.
Uh-huh.
But what would you offer to a division over there outside of just your look? Like her look would make sense if she knew how to wrestle, but like what else would she bring and what role would she be in? Because I don't want to see her be a champion. I don't. But I actually want to hear this theory because you be trying to like convert me, even though it don't work half the time.
I don't think it's gonna convert you at all, at all. But here's what I will say: I I agree with everything that you're saying.
You
The
should.
only way that Nia Jax joining AEW would intrigue me is if she joined the Outcast, because that would make sense. As an enforcer, she could join that little Outcast group. That whole we used to be in WWE and now we're the outsiders of AEW. Da 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 da. She could be a little enforcer for that, and that would make sense. Um, Obviously she has history with Saraya, better known as Paige, so you have that going for you. But as far as outside of that, do I see Nia Jax joining AEW, or like would I be interested? Not necessarily. But then again, I don't know what she's been up to from a wrestling standpoint. I don't know if she's been training. I don't know if she's been like in the lab. So I don't know how she's gonna be as a wrestler. But the only thing that would like make sense, that would pique my interest, that would be like, okay, let's see where this goes, is if she joined the Outcast, because that's the only kind of storyline where she can kind of be dropped in, and it makes sense. She's from WWE. She's been heavily slandered for being reckless. She's not a wrestler's wrestler when it comes to women's wrestling. Um, and she's been ridiculed by the internet wrestling community because of her recklessness, right? And that's something that she can play into by joining the Outcast. Outside of that, though, I'm not necessarily like the biggest. I was never really the biggest Nia Jax fan. I agree with you that her story with Alexa Bliss from a storyline standpoint was probably her peak in WWE. And it kind of just felt like, you know, she was just kind of like okay with where she was and just kind of rode her wave, and that was pretty much it. But that's really all I have to say about Nia Jax. I never, you know, never really saw like, I don't want to say an it factor, but she never really popped off the screen with the exception of that story. So that's how I
I
feel
don't
about
know why, but you adding her to the Outsiders, my brain just thought about the Gross Sisters.
it. Yo, that's mad funny.
Fucked
That's mad funny because
up.
I know which gross sister she would be. She would be she would be the damn biggest one. We're not doing
I'm
this.
going out.
We're not doing this. Because as soon as you said Gross Sisters, I knew which one you associated.
I thought
her
about
with.
the episode. I thought about the episode where they tried making her pretty so she could like get a date.
That's so bad. So bad. That's so bad. Oh my god.
And she's not even ugly. Like Nia Jax is not ugly.
Nia
it's just
Jax
that
is a beautiful woman.
she's actually gorgeous.
She's a gorgeous.
She's a
woman.
former model. It's just that for some reason my brain just thought gross.
You just got a gross sister. Oh my god. We're moving on. We want to know how y'all feel about Nia Jax, AEW. You don't already know the rest, but we're moving on. So